Yeah.
So it's like the 20th
Check
would
out
be
my
like
phone safe for
Kentucky or
What?
Kansas, and then like
Check the what?
2 or 3 days
Share
later,
it on your phone.
you're
I
back
think
in
it's-
St. Louis,
Yeah.
in Missouri.
Oh, wait,
So-
we're live? I mean, if we're
Our
live,
phone
we need
call,
to know
remember
that
when she
because
tried
we got
Yeah, I
to
think we live.
adjust our
I think we're there,
conversations.
so then tell them.
What happened?
The Beirut
If you know it's
thing's
definitely
fine.
not.
Yeah, the Beirut conversation was fine. Everything else when you restarted.
Yeah.
We live? Is it working?
It says live. There it is.
Yeah, I see us.
Nah, we live.
Just a stupid mask and a freaking thing. So stupid. Why are you so stupid? See, I'm gonna tell you again.
I can't breathe, dude. That's
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not that far away. Man.
Right, we've been trapped away for a year, dude. I mean,
You think that
almost.
we'll be able to go trick or treating with kids this year or what?
Oh yeah, they're gonna let them go. Me outside.
Yeah, you're right.
And they have a curtain on or something. It's gonna be something. They gonna let you have it.
Cause they don't suck for us, it sucks for them, you know?
Yeah. So what's up with the travel plans? You haven't figured it out yet?
Working on it. Working on it. Yeah, getting the dates together, locations, and seeing. We're gonna drive to a few of them. The ones that are close, 8 hours or less, we'll drive to them. I think Houston and Dallas are like a couple days apart, so we'll drive to Houston, do that one,
We'll come back.
spend a day, go
Yeah.
to Dallas, come back after. Those are only like, what, 3 hours apart?
My mom was like, shit, take the train. Not to Houston or Dallas, but like to
That'd be pretty
Kansas and
train.
how long was that gonna
We
take?
get a whole
us?
train card.
That's
We
true.
looked we
We
looked,
get a whole train card just for us.
right, VIP train.
I mean, I'm down.
We looked at the flights.
I never
and it
been
was
on a
like,
casino.
what, 160
on a train before.
round
I don't like the
trip.
game.
Maybe I'll just do one of
I'll
those.
sit down
Have
for a
to pick
minute.
which one I'm gonna do. 'Cause,
Drink
like,
some alcohol.
you only really need one
Play
show.
black
to get to
Absolutely.
Atlanta.
I love that.
He's like, I pick like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people to go at each show.
Right, go
And then
around.
He was like, he put you on a certain stage in front of certain
It's
reps.
on the train right
They
now.
fit you the
It's
best.
on the train now.
So like, say you
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
get picked up QC or Def Jam or whoever's.
I'd be like, oh, I got my
Here's
ride. I
all
got
set
that.
up.
What? Yeah, dude, I got a train.
Yep.
Alright.
Check out my train.
I don't got to stop
I
nowhere.
pull a little
Yeah,
choo
you know.
choo.
In my little, I'm the only my conductor. I'm the conductor of the train.
After,
Oh, my
Yes.
number one.
Anybody got, somebody pull the comments up from like,
I got it.
Watch the
If it lets me. If it lets me.
this is episode, what episode we on?
4.
Episode 4.
Oh,
A lot of stuff happened this week.
A little bit.
a lot of mess.
Wow, yes. One big mess. Well, I had to see the picture for that too. I've never even seen it until I got on a little while ago. The actual explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it on Ross
It was
Live.
like, oh, you wait. Better see
Seems
this.
crazy.
Dude, yeah, when PJ sent that to us in the messenger, and
I'm still locking the messenger. I blocked myself. I swear, I blocked myself. I pressed the wrong
Did you do
button.
that?
I was trying to mute it. It's like I can still get the notifications, but it wasn't thinking
Wait,
about
my
all the time.
live?
Y'all go hand up for the morning.
I mean, I don't. That's down.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
asleep
future
before the
mommy.
morning.
I
Yeah.
think you're
But
laughing
like
out loud.
before work, after work, yeah. I'm
Motherfucker
in
barely
there too.
survived today, and when I joined that group, I had to have one of those pocket batteries.
yeah, we talking about the explosion that, where it took place on?
Beirut.
Yeah. Like that looked almost fake. I thought it was a movie at first, and I mean I've never seen anything well.
It seems like something that could be in a sci-fi movie. Definitely. It definitely sounds. I mean, I seen a crater on the ground. It's a big crater in the ground.
Yeah, like they had people's story on Facebook that I watched, and they had like you can see like bodies, and it was bad.
Oh yeah, I seen one dude. He was walking in the road with bodies
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they were just saying like it was just like a regular explosion, like they don't know
Yeah,
what happened,
fireworks.
an accident.
And there were fireworks at first, and then it had some type of nitrate supposed to be used for fertilizer. That's just word on the street. Don't take it from me. I'm not the
This is
investigator.
unconfirmed.
Yeah, this is all
This is all speculation.
But I also heard, you know, like how the conspiracy starts, you know, like, about the, how a shipping, company was around that area and they might be linked to the, child trafficking shit that's going on.
I mean, what they trying to blow up? The papers?
Maybe trying to send a message to the people who are doing the child sex trafficking.
That's all we've been.
That's a hell of a message to send. Well, I mean, they're being shipped all over the world.
Oh yeah.
People from the U.S., the children who are being stolen from the U.S. are being shipped to Russia and these other countries. And
Yeah, you're right.
that way, because the parents are less likely to find them if they're in a different country
Beirut.
where nobody speaks their language, you know, and that's a sad, sad fact. But that's some of the stuff that's going on in the world, and that's, you know, and if that's the message you want, by all means, you know, blow something else up if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody stole my child, I would set the world on
Yeah,
fire.
Or is it the mad people trying to cover up evidence and trying to blow it up?
It
You
could
know,
be
you
that
know,
too.
you don't
It
know.
could go that way too. It's all speculation.
Sure it is.
Again, don't know.
Huh.
Don't know, but it's definitely something to think about. I don't think that it's as superficial as it appears. It's like an iceberg. You know, you see this much of it, but there's really this much going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, we gotta, I guess, wait and see what surfaces. If anything, we might never know.
Yeah. I mean that's true.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Let's go up.
Yeah. Alright, the business of the week this week. Yeah, shout out, it's Brittany LaBruza Art. She does all kind of art, like it's.
Didn't you post her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she does good work.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephanie.
Contact me, Brittany, because I need some of that.
Right, I posted so her artwork on the page, and you can see it. We'll have another like a slideshow tomorrow. Clip out when we talking about it, but yeah, like she does amazing work. Like her
Yeah,
hip hop
she's so
collection she has,
talented.
you know, I like it. Like, and I was asking her, you know, she should put some of her stuff on a shirt. She said she used to do that. She might start doing that again. It's here.
You sick or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super talented. We're sharing her stuff on, we shared it already on the Melting Pot page and from our personal pages as well, so.
Yeah, I know. I
Well,
see
look
it
for that.
today. Yeah, definitely see it today.
So talented.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Good job.
Yeah, I actually want her to maybe us get a picture together and her paint it for the podcast and she just y'all go look her up.
I'm just painting the wall. That's all I'm
Sounds
saying.
great.
I like it. I like it.
Just paint the wall. It's
I
on the
had
house
some
anyway.
up there
You can get a few of your.
Problem is, if we ever sell the house and move, we're gonna have to cut out a chunk of the wall and take it with us.
Take it with you.
Sorry, but you can buy this house without that. That wall is not included. It's coming with me.
What do you mean,
I'm gonna frame a piece of my wall and put it in my new house.
There you go. That's some weird way to do it too. Like, supposed to fix a hole in the wall and just basically.
We got any questions or anything on the?
patched it.
We gotta go. What, you want the comments? I was just looking at the
I'm
comments.
just trying to figure out what the world knows.
D-Rex said that he's seen somewhere that they said that they had so much of that nitrate stuff, it basically was a miniature nuke that blew up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I heard a 3.3.
You don't know how true it is.
But I had, I had
question is, was
some
it
friends
intentional
that
or
said they
accidental?
work at like associates and
I'd like to know.
they're messing like the same
Just
kind of
curious.
shit. And it's like it can happen
Yeah,
anywhere.
I mean, but did somebody set it to go off, or was it just like, whoops?
What was people in
My
their
bad.
house? Was they already evacuated out the premises before it exploded?
I mean, it
Exactly.
looked like it was burning. So I don't know how long it was burning for. I seen the video online. It was burning and then it blew up. So like it wasn't instant.
Right,
Like,
so
not
they had
instant.
time to.
They had enough time to probably get out the building, but I don't know how. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't
And
know how
I just
long
seen
it
the-
and they probably couldn't
footage of it
anticipate
exploding.
like it go
Yeah.
from like burning to
Yeah, I don't.
your blocks are gone.
Well, it's bad because like when shit like that explodes and catches on fire, it's chemicals, so it stays burning. It's like oil, you know,
Right.
it stays
And
burning.
it stays
so you
in
can
the
wet
air,
it, wet
that's
it,
even
wet it.
worse, like,
Right.
Dude, if the building was on side of the two big buildings right next to it. Ooh.
What
Yeah.
buildings?
I know everything else around
Ruins.
is like devastated, but there's just two ones just standing still. And wait, it's toxic.
They're stand that caught fire, and the fire caught the building and it blew up.
Holy, oh, okay, that sounds like an inside job. Like, who's gonna
Yeah,
go
that
back?
definitely sounds like an inside
Who's
job.
selling fireworks over at port?
Like,
Yeah.
these sex trafficker people, let me just,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
douse this fireworks stand in gasoline.
I need to know the
Circle match.
exact whereabouts of Hillary
Yeah.
Clinton at this time.
Yes.
I'm gonna see that link.
Don't say
link
that
source.
name live. You will commit suicide if you do.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Hashtag I need to kill myself.
That's the hashtag. That's this week's
I need to kill
hashtag.
myself.
Hashtag I didn't kill myself.
Oh, one of the worst, Alexa straight the shit up.
Yeah. Speaking of, we have any updates on the Wayfair case right now? I know they did something about some more papers about the leak or something.
Yeah, they came
I've
out with
seen
names.
some of the papers that have leaked. There's actually there's a website, vigilantcitizen.com, that has, oh my gosh, I found this week, and there's so many articles and so many of the leaked documents that are on there.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I know before it was like 2,000 documents have been
It's
released,
insane,
and I heard some
yeah.
more was good. But then again, I heard within those documents were leaked. Maxwell said that she had some videos, actual videos ready.
Yeah,
You know, ready. Hashtag she
Yeah.
ain't got herself yet either.
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Now, have y'all seen Ellen? I love Ellen, and I am very upset about this, okay? Because
Yeah.
Ellen is like, that's my girl, but
Hey,
she looking rough.
Yeah,
Her
adrenochrome.
adrenochrome is running off.
For real.
Like, it's wearing off.
She's
She
scary,
she
bro.
hasn't had a dose since at least
Scary.
March.
I just say we don't claim her no more down here.
She went from looking like
She looked
a
young and vibrant,
good-looking
and
lesbian to a rough ass dude.
Yeah, she's rough.
I thought she looked like a grandma.
That's all the stress getting to.
I mean, she aged like 50 years. From March to now, she's aged like 50 years. I'm like, girl, your adrenochrome wearing off.
Smoke 3 packs of cigarettes
Like,
a day
what
already.
the-
You know what I'm saying?
What the hell? And that,
Yeah.
ugh,
She's bad off.
She needs to stay off the
dude,
bike.
she looks
For
rough.
real.
I mean,
I mean, that does it to you, though. You know, I mean, there's a situation that you may or may not have put yourself into, and now it came out, and what else you gonna do
Yeah.
now? I mean,
yeah, you can't have a dose of it
you
now.
can't have those.
You can't torture the children
I
now.
mean, that's one thing about being famous too. You work your whole life to be famous, and it just takes one thing. Even if it's true or not true,
Yeah.
it just takes one thing to bring you right back down.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, public perception is like the number one thing when it comes down to fame in the
It's true.
entertainment industry and things
It's
like
true.
that. So.
You've got to be like pristine.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't have no dirt on you because if you have dirt,
Sooner or
they
later,
will find out.
Sooner or later, it may
It's
take
gonna come out.
6 years or so, 6 years, 7 years.
For real.
Come on, but it comes out.
It will
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah, one person gonna do a little data search and then it's over with.
Mhm.
And that's basically how that goes. So I mean, you better start saving that money.
Mhm.
You put it in a
That's right.
source account. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Yeah, you.
That's right.
Somebody said something about Tom Hanks filing for like Greek citizenship or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
He is a Greek
Just
citizen.
jump ship, literally.
Yeah.
And
Because
his wife, right?
they said
Yeah.
And his wife.
pedophilia is a sexuality.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's disgusting.
How is that a sexuality?
They were saying like how is that a coincidence that they made that like that and then
Yeah.
he became a citizen?
Mhm.
So I don't know.
And then you got
Not Tom, bruh. Come on, not
Dude,
Tom, man.
The freaking main character of one of the most popular children's movie series ever.
Who?
Really, Tom Hanks?
Oh, I'm
He's
not
Woody. He's Woody.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And guess what he put
I
in his
would've
hand
heard.
now?
Hey,
My wife's name
Woody.
is
Woody.
I
No,
know.
but Woody, like to me, like towards the end of Toy Story, I'm like, bro, like somebody gotta check this toy. Like,
Like-
that dude is real into that, like,
Uh-huh.
like, and I was just like, I said that on podcast before, just being funny, but dude, that's fucked up. Yeah, like,
Oh,
because
listen.
that's
I mean,
Disney
really?
connection. You know,
Pixar
like
and
Disney
Dude,
has a
the
deep connection.
Disney movies, we watch them all the time with the kids, right? These
Oh, yeah,
Disney
they always
movies.
have
It started. I'm
They hit
thinking about it
symbols
this
and
week,
stuff,
and I'm like,
symbolize and
okay,
stuff.
you've got Tangled with the witch who stays young by
Right.
singing to her and taking her essence out of her hair, right?
Yeah.
You cut the hair, and she turns old and like looking like Ellen, and
Yeah.
turns into dust,
Oh,
right?
man. Yeah.
You've
Almost
got Monsters
themselves.
On
Inc.
Tangled, they have the
You-
village called Corona.
Yes, you've
I
got.
heard about that too.
You've got Monsters Inc., where they go and they make children scream to
Oh,
gain energy, to
Oh,
gain power.
shit.
And
Y'all bring
then-
Sully in this.
Wait, I'm not
We
even
need
done.
the mic
And
drop
then they
little
steal
thingy.
Boo, the little girl. They put her
Yes,
into that
yes,
chair and
yes.
they use that machine and torture her
Right.
to extract that to become more powerful, right?
Subliminal.
Dang.
I mean, everywhere you look in these
German
Disney
prom.
movies, it's referencing that. Every Disney movie you look at, it's referencing.
And the also like
Like-
the hidden penises in the
Mhm.
like right.
Yeah.
Pedophilia.
Exactly.
Like
It's
it
a-
Like
really is.
it's real. It's
Really gotta
everywhere.
look for it.
Or is
It's
it-
there.
Just like a coincidence that.
Like,
Yeah.
No.
I have also been putting hidden penises in all our art covers.
Yeah.
Nobody's
No,
noticing.
you know that.
But I'm just doing it for fun. Like I'm just
That's
doing
his
it for
idea
fun.
of art.
You can
I mean,
Like,
nobody
look,
notices
zoom
that.
in, zoom in on the brand new cover. I'm telling you, zoom in by the car. Zoom in by the
You're
car.
lying.
Yeah.
Whoever goes in there and finds it will give you something for free.
Right.
For real.
If
Free
you
shirt.
Let them go
Right.
find it. Let them go find it.
I didn't see.
Motherfucker, man, you should never said nothing. Damn. You could have done
That is
for a
so
decade.
fishy.
For a decade, that was penis and everywhere.
Yeah, he's
Every
right.
cover.
Can you unlock the door in case somebody could just my
It should
phone?
be unlocked, but I'm gonna check it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, in this world, dude, it's,
Yeah, it's unlocked.
this nothing gets pushed past anybody now.
Nah, man.
But you got enough money to get away with anything in the world. And
Especially with the internet
right.
and how social media is and how news outlets are.
I know adrenochrome is a big topic too. People talk about that a lot.
What's that?
Has a US patent number on it also.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a big topic though. Everybody posts about that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga's in on it too.
Mm-hmm.
They're so creepy.
So,
I wonder
So,
how she's looking right
That's
now.
probably why she's sick right now. She didn't get. She probably trying to get out of it.
For real.
I don't know when she
She
wore
went
that
to Blizzard
meat
Beach one
dress
thing.
to the MTV
Did you
video.
see? Wait,
We need
What
to
is
get
that?
into these
the-
Where'd
conversations.
she get that meat?
Did you see
Who wears a
the?
meat dress?
Did you see the link?
What the
to,
hell? She had a meat purse to match it.
Man,
Did you
I
see-
think that's bad. You seen that party that they host with the cake? It's like a person.
No, but did you see the
There's
link?
some Illuminati.
Did you
Yeah,
see the
that's
link
all
to Tom
Hollywood
Hanks
stars
with her?
attending.
Did y'all see that link?
No.
The matchup?
What-
Nobody seen
No.
that?
What matchup?
What?
Yeah, don't look at me like what matchup.
Matchup.
All
I
right,
feel like she showed
so
you and you weren't paying attention.
so you know Tom Hanks got the movie Wilson with the
Yeah.
ball,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
red
That's Castaway.
thing.
No, Wilson.
But Wilson is on it. I got something right. The hand, right? It's the little red thing. Lady Gaga wore that red dress with the spiked up. You remember that spiked up
I do remember that.
on the
Yeah.
VMAs? Yeah, okay. So they linked that back to Tom Hanks and her. Everything was like linked.
I can
That's
link some
crazy.
stuff too that don't even
But
make
that's
sense.
not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Only so many coincidences, like they said, can lead up to like
It's
reality.
kind of like that hidden in plain sight, kind of like
Exactly.
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 Like,
You're gonna
it's
miss it.
right there in your
It's-
face,
it's-
but
it's-
you don't know about it, so you don't notice it.
Like I mean,
Once you
it's-
start to
but then
realize
you
these
do
things, you
have-
start to see
You
them.
do have
It's like,
celebrities like Adam Sandler that
Yep.
never change. You got Ashton Kutcher that is dedicating like his life to save
Dude,
it.
his work is amazing. He is
What's it
doing
called?
so much
Oh, yeah.
for
What's
the
it
child
called?
trafficking.
Cooking?
That's he's
But you don't
Yeah,
hear
virtual-
about them.
virtual
Like,
cooking.
yeah,
Spiritual
him, Ryan
cooking.
Reynolds,
Spiritual
Blake
cooking.
Lively,
Y'all never seen about
bunch
that?
of
The
them that are
photo
working
that
for.
the Ellen had in her
Yeah, y'all
house,
never
the
seen that
hand and all
either?
that.
No,
The
spiritual
cold.
cooking. I thought that's what me and you doing the mic.
Can't deny that. Can't
Spiritual
deny that.
cooking stuff that they say is linked to like adrenochrome. They have in Ellen's house, she's doing like lives and stuff, and she's not noticing. Like if I'm sitting in here and she's got the live camera, but in the background or like before in, she's got a board of like these spiritual cooking recipes and everything that
It's
goes
there for a
into it.
reason. Yeah,
And she
they-
has like a whole little room that's set up for like
I mean, she's
spiritual
from New
cooking.
Orleans. She's from New Orleans.
Yeah, but check this out
But
though.
the
But
stuff that's linked on there is like the same thing that's in Pizzagate, same thing that's in
Yeah.
like all the stuff that linked to
if
it.
a person's
So
really
why
into
would you
that
have
stuff,
that in your house?
they
Pretty
know.
Britney too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if a
I don't
person's
know.
really doing
It's
it
just
like
weird
that spiritual
to
cooking
me.
stuff, you're not
Yeah.
gonna. That's the last thing that you don't want people to know, especially on like a live.
Right, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have it.
Right.
Like all this stuff on there, like, you know
Yeah.
what
Why
I'm
would
saying?
you
Like,
keep it out?
exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe she
Why
just
would
don't
it be
give a fuck
hidden?
because she got so much pull and so much control over.
Maybe she wants you to see it.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a message.
Maybe
to
she
other-
can't
it's
tell
a
you
message
physically
to-
with her mouth, and she wants you
Right.
to see it personally with
Yeah.
your
I mean,
eyes.
you can't tell.
Yeah.
Like people are not even talking about the judge that her husband and her kid got killed. Like,
Oh yeah, the son got killed.
Yeah,
Her
somebody,
husband got shot and her son got
somebody
killed.
pull up
Yeah.
in a fake UPS
Yeah.
or FedEx and
Yeah.
shoot it and kill himself. Like y'all got no questions about that. Y'all got no questions about somebody lighting fireworks on
They're
the
too busy worried about COVID.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
too busy worried about COVID right now.
And expect like that, dude. That's crazy. I want to know how they can open a casino and not open
A
a
bar.
bar.
Or a music venue.
Like so many people are suffering right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
how?
tax revenue.
Tell me the difference between a casino and a bar. You still touching the chips, the cards, you touching the machines. It's gonna spread more.
Or a restaurant for
The
that, because
government,
they're preparing your
like,
food.
Right, exactly. But they get taxed from that. The local bars, they really can give
Yeah,
not that much, so it's not a big.
it doesn't work
Yeah.
out.
But a lot of people standing up and
Speaking of COVID right now, man, I'm about to go eat at Golden Corral. Fuck the whole thing. Fuck the whole game up. Fuck the whole thing up for me. Wow, I'm so
Yeah.
pissed. I couldn't even make my own food.
no shit.
We got saran wrap on in front of everything.
Yeah, that's how
They
they
got
do
You
it.
gotta wait, and then they're gonna come to you and they grab your plate and they grab
I
your
said that when we
shit
went to
or
the
your
store,
tray.
so-
You need to fall off a
That's
drink.
even worse. We got other people touching this shit.
I was like, man, looking at my roommate leader, I was like, man, fuck the whole game up
Yeah.
over here. Man, I'm trying to get out of here, man.
For real.
That's how I felt when we went to Silver Slipper.
Really?
But what's the point of going to something like that? Alright, you have to wear a mask unless you're smoking.
Right.
Smokers ain't gotta wear a mask, which makes no sense. I feel like they're the worst at risk because they
Right,
smoking,
yeah.
killing their lungs,
Wait,
right?
oh, I'm not because I'm
But when you go to the buffet, you can take your mask off.
Right, you
And
you
just-
gotta keep it on while you walk, but then when you get there, you can take it off.
Because no
Like,
one told you guys about the barrier that COVID lives outside of.
Yeah, you forgot that's
Yeah,
barrier.
it's barrier. It's
You put
invisible.
up
right.
Yeah.
some ropes to
can't
keep.
don't come in here.
Yeah. It can't come in your circle.
Yeah. There's like personal space, there's public space, and then there's COVID space.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's small in all of them. I mean, you know.
I just don't think
No
it's
COVID
as
passes.
contagious as they say it is, though.
No,
if it's
no,
true.
and I think
It
that
can't be.
It's. I think it's literally just
Well, I don't know,
another
because
flu, like the flu.
Today I was leaving out here, I had to do a job, and on my way out, I was stopped over there by the 5th District Police Department, and
Yeah.
that cop had passed away from COVID complications. Now,
That's what happened to her because I seen
Yeah.
him taking the photos of like her squad car. and
yeah,
all
so
that
I
stuff.
got stuck in that traffic.
Oh, no,
You
you
did?
did. By
Yeah,
stuck in
by
traffic.
Legion Fields.
Yeah.
Right around the
Forgot
5th
where we
District.
was going.
Yeah, they parked the car out there and had the roses and everything.
It's
all
at
that.
Herman King.
I forgot where I was
Nah,
at. That was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, her name was
COVID's a
Sharon.
real thing, but the numbers are padded.
Yeah.
The numbers are
I
padded.
don't think it affects the
You know,
younger
the state
generation
makes
like us.
more money
It's
the
more
more
than-
positive cases we have. The hospitals make more money the more positive
yeah.
cases they have. So
Yeah,
why
but
not
then-
say, hey, we've got 100 positive cases when you actually have 10? Because you're making all kind of money.
But then
so
they make it
it's,
seem like there's so many patients that
It
that
makes
have
it
COVID
seem
in
like
the
it.
hospital, and
And
somebody who
it
don't
makes
have
it-
COVID scared they like to go take like medical treatment if something happens to them because they don't want to risk it.
oh yeah.
But it's not really like that because when I brought my little sister to the hospital like a month ago, there was
I was
not
at the
one
hospital
person
today.
that there was not.
They
Well,
test you.
most
They test
days.
you like if you have it, you have to get tested to get cleared.
Yeah.
So if you have it and you go get tested and you still have it, they count it as another
It's
positive.
another positive
So it's not
test.
So,
just
like,
one
they
test. So
double
one
count.
So they're
person
counting
can
positive
go through
tests, but
and
not
then have
positive
time.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's-
Well, like I said, I don't really believe in it too much. Like as it being contagious, they say it is. Because I'll let you know, like I'll be dead serious. I didn't use hand sanitizer this whole time. I work. Look, hey, I'm gonna be dead serious. Look, I'm
You come in my house straight.
Look, I didn't use hand
No
sanitizer.
fear.
Throughout the whole quarantine
No.
shutdown. Got the antibodies test, never ever came in contact
Yeah.
with it.
My
And
glasses
touched
fall
them.
off my face all the time. I'm touching my face all the
I
time.
just don't
Like,
think it's like they're making.
I just like I have more of a chance of the
Get struck by
mask
lightning.
fogging up my glasses and me
Catch
getting
it.
hit by a car because I'm walking to
Right.
a car with two hands full of groceries. I can't see. I can't breathe. Like it's messed up, dude. Like the shit fogs up your glasses. It's a bad look. Like
Maybe it's once you buy
But if you
contacts.
have it
Right.
on
It's how you just spend more
properly,
money to buy
contacts.
if you have it on properly, it will be sealed here and won't fog your glasses.
Yeah,
No, no,
it's
no,
uncomfortable.
Just so you know.
I found the right one. So it's like the sport ones that like have a hole in them so you can breathe and it does nothing, but people don't even notice it. So I wear that and I
So
wait
it's not a
five
filter?
and no,
That's
I
not
don't
It
know.
does
It's
have
a
a
little
Oh,
hole.
a filter.
It
What?
does have
I
a
always thought
filter.
that little thing was a filter.
Oh yeah.
It has a
They
filter.
say it's a
The
filter.
thing
That's just
hooks the filter on.
I got it in my van. I was
The
going
whole
on my
plastic
van.
thing, you
I
have
can't
to
feel
take it
that.
off and take the filter
I
off
was
and
in
change
the
it.
For
I
that,
don't
you can
do
just
that
cut up a
shit.
sock or some
Right.
underwear or something. Put
Only
it
time I
right.
wear masks if I gotta go to the store. That's it.
You know that movie, that
Store or Haitian
that
hats.
cartoon Doug
That's it.
back in the day.
Yeah.
when he was
I have to.
Yeah.
It says I have to.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
I
in the
even
store,
pulled one of
I'll
these
wear
and
it.
tried to go in the store.
Right.
Couldn't do it.
I don't follow
It's
those.
the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Derek says he's been to so many places out there without a mask, and he never came in contact with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I had it right before it happened though. I was sick.
Yeah, but
probably
did you
did.
really have
You
it?
I was
Did
sick
you-
for a week.
A lot of people probably
At
did
the
have
hospital
it and didn't
and
know. Like,
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
only way you found out is if you
Right.
take the antibody
you know,
test.
and
You
you
know?
know, like how COVID goes
All
away.
this is a blood
If
test.
you stop listening to
That
the
shit was like
news.
4 months ago.
mean,
Well, I feel bad, but I didn't been contacting y'all last week, and y'all alright, so I guess I'm good now. I'm quarantined already.
These
Shit,
people
it's
coming
like 4
over
months
not
ago.
washing hands or taking tests.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I'd
this
rather
is,
assume-
this is in Florida, so he has to do 14 days before he comes over here.
Sorry, Diz. Episode 6.
That's right.
So last week we were talking and we were
I
kind of
think
being
so, too.
polite about it, and we were saying, oh well, maybe the girls can get a podcast or something, like trying to just make them feel wanted. Well,
You're so lucky I'm sitting over here.
Like, talk shit about us? Sure, why
but
not?
No, there's no trash talk.
It
There's
escalated
just-
quickly, and now she posted that thing about the female subject and stuff, and it's got 200 comments. We got like the female
okay.
18
The girls
team,
don't
all
get
that
on
crap.
I guess you're one
The
and one
Avengers,
side.
girls.
I got my friends that
Hey,
girls
give my
are
applause,
like come
man.
to threaten me. You better check this shit.
Feeling
Like,
violated in my own house.
Right.
Girl power.
like like relationships are
So
gonna be
y'all
lost.
Yeah, we're gonna have an all-female podcast next week. Y'all better be ready for that. And I'm serious, y'all need to mentally prepare for that
We're
because
gonna
we coming in.
monitor y'all about the
And we're gonna run this one. We're gonna run this one with no Wi-Fi and no mic.
before they do anything. Any questions you want to ask, gotta be approved by us first.
All the
No.
topics are posted on my Facebook. So you're welcome to look
Business
through
of
the
the
topic
week is gonna
list.
be fuck it, divorce lawyers. Like, but it's gonna be interesting to see.
What's up, Chad?
It's gonna be pretty cool. We're still gonna do our regular ones. Usually, actually, Chad's gonna be.
I don't think anybody knocked. You
Chad's
keep
gonna
hearing
be-
somebody knocking. You tripping?
You got the
I got the
headphones
headphones on.
You can hear everything.
Chad's gonna be down next Tuesday for our for
Hell
the
yeah.
regular podcast. He's gonna be recording stuff. We're gonna be getting into his album a lot more. Coda's got 2 new singles coming out,
Ooh.
and tell him about what happened today with the tour and stuff. Tell him what's
Oh yeah, I got booked up out in. We got Dallas, we got Houston, we got what is it? St. Louis, Missouri, and Kansas. I'll post all the dates. Let me see.
Oh yeah. Hashtag Coda Flow.
Hashtag.
Kansas, like that's it's nowhere like home, right?
It's like
Yeah, right. Hopefully it's on
Shawnee,
there.
I think.
Alright, we got August 21st at Club Drip, New Orleans at 7 p.m. August 23rd at the Fire and Flame in Houston, Texas, 8 p.m. August 27th, Dallas, Texas, STEM Studios, 8 p.m. August 30th, Shawnee, Kansas, The Roxy, 7 p.m. And then September 4th, St. Louis, Missouri, The Spot at 7 p.m.
oh yeah. Ready for that?
Yeah.
Hopefully, some people show up. Be a nice little turnout.
Where's the little
You
applause?
tripping? Nobody's here. They can just come in.
He's a man. He's got the.
He's got a ticket in his ear.
Yeah.
That's the Moss Fest tour. So
Brittany commented and said, "Thank you for the shout out." Yes, ma'am. We're gonna get you to make us something great for this podcast. And
So,
Coda, we're
and,
gonna be catching you on
and
tour. We'll be
actually,
streaming that live too for the
uh,
people that can't follow us on tour.
Like we have some like album covers we need made. Like that'd be pretty cool. Get her to draw up some like
Yeah.
album cover and really get it out that way. It's fine.
Yeah.
So what's the girl topic for this week? What y'all come up with?
Well, we're talking about a few things, but I think we're going to talk about a relationship topic that everybody can kind of relate to and pitch in on, and that is way back when, say the day of our grandparents, great grandparents ish, relationships. They got married and they stayed married until they died.
There's no.
You know?
it's simple.
What's changed?
They settled.
What's changed?
There's
They
no
settled?
social media.
They said social media, absolutely. I mean, these days you get into a relationship and you're competing with the whole world.
No, it's.
So,
I think it's exactly social media. Because
You didn't have
everybody's
I think that's part of
business.
it.
You really
Everybody's
didn't have
personal
time
life.
communications back then. People couldn't just reach out.
Yeah, write
you
a
was
letter.
with somebody, you was with somebody.
Exactly.
It was,
Like
you know,
that's
like,
it. You had a landline
Write a
telephone.
letter.
you were really like brought up on marriage and
Yeah.
family values,
Yes.
and you don't give up. You stay through it. Like,
the
Yeah,
time.
you
but,
stick with it. I
but
mean,
it
people.
also, as good as it was, it also made a lot of people unhappy because they stayed with the person that they didn't want to be with forever, just because their family didn't want. Or even if it wasn't this dude, it don't matter if he's hating you. Like, just stay with him. It's family. Like, so it's
Yeah.
got its good and bads. Like, I mean, yeah. Like, but
I mean,
our
my
grandparents were on
grandmother
OnlyFans,
raised
you know,
us. When I was growing up, my grandmother, I tell you, she preached to us. I mean, at least weekly. You go to college, you get your education, you make your own money. That way you never have to depend on a man. Because there's a difference in wanting someone and needing someone. You know, it's real when you want someone, when you want to be with somebody. I'm not with you because I need you.
What you talking
Really
about?
though. I go to work. I could live on my own and support myself and do it, but I want you. I love you. I want to be with you. I'm not with you because I need to be with you. Are you silencing me? Because I will fight I'm just saying.
Pause in here.
I'm just saying, if it's a need to be with you basis, it's not real.
We didn't label something because I'm gonna
It's real because I'm here because I want to be here. That's not an attack at you. It's really not.
Foghorn up there.
Yeah.
What she said again?
We're gonna give her that. That subject next.
You know what?
No, that is a good topic, dog. Like, if y'all watching, comment and think what you think is the main difference.
And if anybody has some input, we can also
Right.
take live callers. Anybody want to call in with some input? What's the number that they can call to?
I put the number down.
I gotta get my number. I'm not about to get my
No.
number.
hold on.
I thought we had a number set. My bad.
Oh, no,
We're
you're
not
not
there
backtrack
yet.
that.
We're not there yet. My bad.
So comment down below.
We'll be bringing that next week. I gotta find a duck off phone or something.
Nah, go Google.
Go get you a trap phone.
boy.
Just go get a trap phone.
You can ask your number.
Huh?
You can always.
Like, damn, y'all know all these.
I ain't seen what happened once.
They can call in live, huh?
What?
No, they can't join in on like.
Yeah, you can have people joining on your live on your camera.
Really?
Yeah. If you guys
Okay.
want
Once
to.
you start using
See, I just started going live. Like, I
live.
never even went live
They
on
have
my
like a,
personal page because I always thought that was weird. Like,
I mean-
what do you do until you got like 10 people in the like some people are sitting
Oh, I
there
do
talking
live
to
all the
themselves for
time.
like
Oh,
30
yeah, I've
minutes.
seen
I'm
that.
like, bro, ain't nobody in here. Like, you ever like click in and like it's just
Yeah,
you and them and
I
you're
do.
like, shit.
Yeah.
And they saw me. Like, my bad, dude. Like, and then they shot you out as soon so you can't leave and like you. Like, damn.
I did that when he was
I did that.
That's just like
What is me? I'm like, get out of here.
close out the app and all.
Yeah.
That's like you opening the door
Oh,
of a
send me
birthday
a
party and
DM
you're like, oh, my bad, wrong place,
It
dude.
wasn't me, it was my roommate's daughter. That wasn't me. No, I ain't gonna lie, when I play video games, that's how I dip out on some of the party members. First excuse said, that's Lee's daughter playing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, you get in the bathroom, it's never come back. I'll be right back. Never come back.
Better believe it.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Diz will tell you. I'll be right back, Diz.
3 weeks.
I'm just gonna go smoke real quick. I'll be right back. You're like an hour.
I used to dress up obvious back when I was younger. Let's go shut the house and smoke the weed. Hey, dog, I'm gonna hit you back in a little bit, dog. I'll be right back so I gotta take a shower.
Plans for a week.
Oh man.
You don't come back with somebody at the
Good times when I was
back.
younger.
He's talking younger, he means 2 weeks.
Nah, you know, I'll partake in those things no more.
Can they see
The wheel?
The one
A
that
little bit.
yeah, a
Picture
little
it
bit.
a little bit.
we got
Thank
also
you.
a wheel and that.
Male.
My might have to change that look, that view right
Can
there a little bit.
somebody explain that to me right now? Because I don't even know
This
what
is
these
the wheel
are.
of
The wheel of
I
death.
see my name on
Oh, that's your challenge.
Yeah.
You
What
would've
is
got
our
it.
challenge today?
it. I mean,
The challenge today
Eat
is
that
gonna
chip.
be
You don't have
Poncho's
the chip.
coming through with that spicy shit again. So it's gonna
Man,
be
are we doing
Is
another
that
podcast
amazing?
after this?
Yes.
Man, look, you
No,
gotta
no,
eat fire and then spit fire.
Poncho's got practice and PJ got a birthday party, so that's why they're running a little late.
They'll be here in a little while.
Yeah, he's coming
What is this?
with the spicy chip.
One of these
Spicy
days.
chips.
One chip challenge shit.
One chip challenge.
So I said,
And,
Oh, you talking about that one chip in the bag?
so I said, eat the chip and
And
spit
then,
like a little
Yeah,
freestyle or
it's the same
something.
brand.
We
It's
also-
not the one chip,
we also
it's a
gonna
bag.
do a challenge
Like a small bag.
where like she brought it up a waxing like
Yeah, I want
like
to do
if
that.
it's
Not
a
wax
wax
arm.
Let them
like,
comment
no, like
who
one
wants to
strip,
get waxed.
one
I
strip
wanna
on,
wax
on
it.
your leg or something like or
Hey, like I said, I'm calling it
It's a
now.
good-
getting
it's
real.
a
It's
good-
getting real.
I'm calling it
Look,
now.
that
No
shit
pre,
hurts. You ever
no
make
pre
your
No,
eyebrows?
don't.
You ever make your
It's
eyebrows?
here
no
now.
pre-game.
Dude, I did that shit one time. I swear to God, I thought she pulled my eyeball out.
No, I did it. I still have a bald spot on my tattoo on my leg. It's been like 3
I
years.
waxed his leg before, just
It's been a
you
good
know,
little minute.
FYI.
Man, I got thick
A
hands.
little bit of
Dude, like,
Hey,
shit,
no
like,
pre-shaving.
I was
No
feeling good that day. Like, I'm
All
going to the
natural.
beach. I want to get my eyeball. Yeah, all right. Dude, she pulled it one. And like the worst thing about it is,
It made you
I know,
tear up,
I
huh?
know where she put all the spots. So obviously she's not gonna pull it in one thing.
I waxed
She
both
went
his
boom.
legs.
I don't watch 40-year-old virgin. You ain't
One
gonna tell me
time.
like that.
Back when
and
I
like,
was in,
I told her, I'm like, you're good, because I thought she ripped my eyeball out. And I'm trying to get her not to freak out. I'm like, you good, that's alright, mistakes happen. And like, I'm
No,
looking,
it's
I'm like,
bad.
I felt like I was cut, dude. I'm like,
Oh, man.
and like, she's like, oh no, it's fine. And then she starts going at my
Oh,
dude.
man.
And I'm like, no, stop. And like, she's like on top of me like Jackie
Dude,
Chan.
that's a
Dude, she's
really-
like, wah. Dude,
It's a
and
really good one.
then she gets the tweezers. And she starts plucking. That was the worst.
It's a really good challenge.
No.
Oh, yeah, it is. You can do the county.
And he can do the challenge. And that's all you
Yeah, so
do.
now we're just gonna move this.
Legendary.
Alright, we got it.
That's my favorite chef. I only can find him at Academy.
And then
Amazon.
I did that to Logan place one
Oh,
time.
what's that?
When we
What?
remember when I was back in college.
I
I waxed your legs.
Is it brownies?
Yeah, she did wax her leg, I ain't gonna lie.
You never go back to
Is it
school.
just brownies?
It's CBD brownies.
Looks like a brownie and meat. No, it's got a little something in it.
Oh, nah.
Something.
Got a little sunshine.
That's something. Who's some with the CBD cream?
Oh, yeah. There you
The
go. Look at
CBD
that.
cream, yeah.
Apparently, 600 milligrams
It's
of
like a virgin
non-THC.
daiquiri.
Just let y'all know.
So,
It's
what
1,000
is
milligrams.
What do you like?
let me
You
see
rub that
the
in your
chip.
eyes?
See?
I would have been after that waxing. Anything to
these
get rid of that.
Oh, this thing volume.
They're not as hot as the one chip challenge. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's the same company make that one chip though.
Yeah.
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 Those are
Like
good.
I said,
They got some kick to it.
Bring
but
it
it's
on,
fire
y'all.
chip.
So
spit a
good.
fire burst.
Oh, yeah.
Who
It's
dares
a challenge,
to
because
take
it's easy.
I'll try
Eat
one.
the
Honestly,
chip.
it basically gave me a bag of chips.
He
If
go.
you eat them, it can't be that bad.
But if you get wrapped with a hot bowl,
No.
I mean, it's hot if you don't like hot chips.
Yeah, if you don't like
I'm
spicy
sure
stuff.
like if I eat it, it will burn like I
Like,
don't
burn.
even like
Burn
mild sauce
some
and
oil.
taco.
Put his name on that thing then.
yeah.
There you go.
My name is on that song.
Where you at?
I think everybody should try chip then.
You ain't on it. Oh, this one?
He's on now.
No, that's not me. That's not me.
Not Obi?
That's a not
Yeah,
over.
you.
It's still over.
Celeste, Coda, Marissa, Pancho, Clyde, Legendary, PJ, guess. Oh, you guess? You know?
No, he's gonna make it to where he doesn't ever get picked.
Yeah, we're just gonna put you right here.
They caught on to that quick.
We're gonna put you right here.
I've been living with you for 14
Hey,
years.
my bad. I didn't mean to write you out.
These damn kids.
But I'll try one. Let me try one.
So you
Let me
try
Yeah, let me try.
You trying to tell
Oh
me?
shit, the OG
This
challenge.
baby with spicy
These,
though.
these
You
not.
gotta get the camera on you if you're gonna try it.
You tell me these the only
You
ones
are.
that can eat a
I
brownie?
wanna try one too.
Yeah.
Everybody can eat a brownie?
Hold on. This is a big.
Thank you.
She's tripping. She ate the brownie first.
Let me see one.
Come on. What's gonna happen?
So this is not gonna be our challenge then if we're all
Just be
eating
something
one?
else happening. I think pissed off somebody.
Is it really? I'm not gonna eat it if it's that hot.
You're fucked up, dude.
No, he thinks Taco Bell mild sauce is hot.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yellow.
I'm like, what kind of Mexican are you?
Is it that hot?
He's not, but
It's not that hot.
he's a big
Look at
one.
my head. Am I sweating?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
they didn't even hit. They didn't get a chance to hit you.
I don't mess with spicy stuff, dude.
I do. I just been eating that puppy last week though.
Say I'm alive already?
It's in distress.
Oh, damn. Fuck.
It's
You
bad.
need an aspirin?
Yeah, I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I'm alive already?
You don't want to do? I don't think so.
He said, you know.
Ah,
I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty fucking hot.
dude, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Now y'all in my shoes from last week.
Dude, like, god damn it.
It's hot, huh?
This is bad.
That's terrible.
I think they're good.
I think that. No hard. I'm my third show.
No, dude, don't eat that shit.
Your stomach must hate you.
You try one?
Well,
You try one?
I'm on there, babe.
You didn't eat the whole check.
I'm working on it, bro.
You know, like,
she said she's working on it.
See, when I eat raw fish, it better burn my lips.
ah.
Like, it better burn my lips. Otherwise, you got to
Damn, and you doing that shit with no drink.
No, like, oh god.
So the Google Chrome?
I would rub my hands on my
No,
fucking
we're
tongue.
on
Is your nose running?
the phone.
Yeah, my fucking, I'm
We
sweating.
had to
my
download the phone because he has a
Like, my
Mac.
head, look, I'm sweating like fucking Shaq. Dude.
I'm much like that. See, I get the one with the extra sauce on it, you know.
Hey, could you give me like a napkin or
I'm gonna give you water.
Some water?
You know,
Wow.
They were pretty hot.
That was a
we
good
looked
one.
like Coke last week.
They were good.
He said,
So who wants to open and who we open up, which I open up with? I mean,
So I was talking about the explosion.
Never. Well, we gotta get back to that point, though.
so is there, you guys talk to anybody, any hidden, conspiracy behind it?
Oh yeah.
This is all about way back.
They were
I
saying
don't know about that yet.
the shipping
China.
container was linked to a company that is under investigation for the child sex trafficking situation. So the
How long
theory
does
is
it burn
that
for?
he's such a baby.
He's
The
eating
theory
like
is
it's
that
about 5
it's
videos.
something to do with that. Either it's a message to them, or maybe destroying evidence, or maybe
Yeah.
we don't know. But
This dude just eating this
That's
shit. I'm putting
definitely
on
part of it.
suicide lines. That shit ain't normal. That shit's on the
Yeah,
That wasn't ain't normal.
it's hard, I mean, even with today's world, man, it's,
They were good.
you can throw a theory to every damn thing that comes through, you can throw a theory to, and it's just hard to go with the what ifs, what if that, I mean, to even go, to even accuse somebody, basically accusing somebody of being guilty,
Take my name off that fucking board.
50% of the time it comes out to be true, 50% of the time, but
Yeah, I ain't even know.
if you really throw a lot of
He's
hands
not on
out
the
there,
board. It says not on
It
the
says
board.
not obese.
So you
Yeah.
good.
that's why we made sure to say that this is all speculation.
Yeah.
just like the whole
We're
Giselle,
just
It's just
discussing
personal
general topics that
like the whole Giselle Maxwell thing, like there's some, there's so many
Hashtag kill
things they're
herself.
saying, she's got videos of this and videos of that, she's got a list of this and a list of that, but I mean,
Until it comes out, it's just.
at what point do you actually, if the list is extensive and it has all the prominent names, which way do you go? How do you recover for something, do you expose everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Can you?
If it brings down
This a little.
all, 3 presidents, if it brings down all of Hollywood, if it brings down, where do you go?
Right,
What do you do?
right. And that's a problem that a lot of people thinking it's gonna bring down one side. They're not seeing how, it's gonna bring, Bill Clinton. You gotta understand that. You go back to that videos, you got Donald Trump and Bill Clinton.
Must be
and
a lot, man.
it's like everybody
In the same room.
So like you're gonna have to start everything like over again. If this shit really is happening, where do you, like you said, where do you start? Cause all these politicians, all these celebrities, like you're starting from zero with politics
Yep.
and celebrities and shit. I mean, this is gonna be like the biggest thing that ever
I
happened.
didn't know the drink.
This shit is hot.
You gotta eat the brownie.
I'm not very hot
Shit
right
Eat the
is-
brownie. You'll forget about it.
Cover it.
Eat the brownie.
She ate one.
I have to
Man,
You ain't one.
I ate one. This shit
I
hurt.
I
so
ate
much.
like 7.
I ain't going.
It's hot, huh? Let me
It's
just.
hot. It's not as hot as you made it out to be.
It's
No,
probably not as hot as that
hot.
pepper. I'm sure
No.
that pepper was
No,
like-
that pepper I would
Man, I
not.
know. I
Here,
gotta
taste it,
jump
babe.
down you. Nah,
Taste it,
man,
babe.
chill out.
I mean,
No, yeah, we don't know.
It's
Like,
not
we ain't even
pepper
ready
too.
for
I
that.
got one
That's
from
not that guy. That's not
No, this
They
is
don't
not
use
Logan.
that
This is
Oh,
like
yeah,
hot
they got
Cheetos.
it.
bro.
Why is he tripping?
This is like
That bag cost, listen, that bag,
short.
the bag costs $2, okay? The pack out, whatever how you want to pronounce it, got one chip at $60.
Right.
That's the bag motherfucker.
right.
That's the one, these are just like hot.
No, eat this one.
It's hot
Why
chips.
eat that one?
Cause it's got more flavor on
Got
it.
more
See,
flavor.
I was about to say some seeds from that other shit.
It
Again,
didn't work.
it's on the counter, so so it can't be too hot. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
hot.
It's hot, but it's
Diesel,
not like.
I feel like if you eat the whole bag, you'll be like,
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
I think it's
like one.
I mean, I feel it, but it's not like
It's not
overpowering.
no. Yeah.
I'm gonna get one
So
for
folks,
my
this
kids.
is, I mean, y'all can see that. I bought these from Academy. We did the whole pepper last week, but it's supposed to
Your
be
tongue definitely goes a little numb.
only ghost
Yeah.
pepper.
Wait.
Back, y'all.
I did this
So
pepper
try it.
last week.
Whatever,
So,
dude. Next week I might bring some wings. Then I'm gonna get some
Ooh.
hot sauce from.
It's
Oh, no. I was bringing some of the crawfish fries.
Buffalo
Nah,
Wild Wings
Cafe
has some
Rome.
pretty
The
good
ghost
hot ones.
pepper from Hooters.
Oh no.
You ever
Okay.
tried that? I tried it.
Tell you, it
and
works.
That's hot.
I
It
get
the
was
honey
so hot,
barbecue.
I could not.
Did,
I couldn't even eat.
did y'all touch on the whole JBE John Bad Edwards releasing yesterday?
No.
What's up?
About a whole another 21 days for the
What?
bar.
Oh yeah, August 20 something. Yeah, I seen that.
Another
Bullshit.
21 days?
I mean, it's gonna keep on going until election.
There's a good.
I got $200 for anybody that knocks that dude out on video.
It was almost a way to the protest.
November 5th, we're gonna be.
So, I mean, there's a
For
friend of
real.
me and Pat used to do a
What
podcast
happens is
over at
once the fifth comes, they gonna make
where was it
some big thing happen.
the gas station
And it's gonna shift
and
our focus over there.
and Ronnie Dalio
Oh, yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
It's probably
was a
like
bar,
the
a part
right
bar.
now.
Yeah.
So he had sold the gas station and bought it to Cleveland Tavern. And now he's one of the 4 bar owners in the state of Louisiana that are suing John Bell Edwards. And,
Closing, right?
Everybody needs to get behind that.
and he's saying, how can you get on an airplane 1 foot from the person with 300 people in it?
How's Disney World?
Yeah, just
Is it over?
Yeah, my cousins at Disney World.
Right now.
just in close quarters. We're talking about in an airplane, and you're recirculating the same air. It's not fresh air.
Right.
You're just cabin pressure.
Right.
It's the same
Right.
air. So how can you regulate that and say they can do it?
Yes.
How can you go to a restaurant and eat next to, just close to each other,
You can't.
and have a beer,
That
and drink,
that
and
is as
eat?
bad as profiling people.
But then you gotta
You're
serve
profiling
service
like
also.
small businesses.
Yeah.
That's you can't do
got
that.
the voice?
Everybody
Where she called
everybody
me.
should get behind this class action lawsuit.
It really is
It's
a
like,
lockdown.
like this the state is they can't even fix streets, bro. And they're trying to tell
Trust
us
me, I know. Look, 3 months ago I was working for Beverly Construction.
Why
Shout out to Beverly. Dude, you can see what Contrell, you know what I'm saying, only funds certain amount of streets.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh,
it'll be a fucked up street like up and down, and then she'll go make you do a street over here that's
Right.
not even as bad as that one. But
She's destroying the own.
No offense to her, but she's not gonna make it again.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, some people are praising JBE, but my whole outlook at it, like, you're trying to kill everything socializing,
Yeah.
period. Because about closing down, I mean, I posted a thing today with the mayor of Orlando. He's like,
You gotta get vaccinations.
he's like, yeah, we're
What,
not
till
going
then
to
in
open up
Florida?
any bars until a vaccination comes out.
Yeah. Like they won't open their bar until
everybody has a
Everybody even
vaccination.
near vaccination
Fuck
right
it.
now.
Guess who's not getting the vaccination?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
'cause I believe in that.
That's just one more thing trying to shoot
No,
off.
Figure this shit out. Y'all best
Let's just
thing
shout
to
out how
come
people
up.
in the medical field, the only reason we get flu vaccines is to have a job. That's the only reason.
Actually, you know what?
I signed a waiver.
Yeah,
I
Flu
don't
shot
like it.
15 years.
I signed a
When I got
waiver.
sick.
I don't like
Hey,
it.
real
I will
talk,
take it.
I don't get sick like that. Like the most I ever get is like a sinus like
Oh, yeah, I get
reaction.
sick every once every few
But
years.
that's it.
We
Like
was
I
just
don't
sick
get.
like 2 days ago.
Sick of your bullshit.
I get sinus.
He was
I don't
sick
get-
last week.
Real
Yeah.
talk, though. I got a good
That's
immune
really
system.
it.
Yeah, me too. And like, if statistics are proving that the whole shutting shit down, it backfired. It made things worse.
I mean,
It fucked up
Staying
company up.
inside, getting your immune system weaker
Yeah.
to where you're exposed more. That's doing more harm to you. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta let it run its course.
See, my thing
You
is,
had the
like
right
I was-
idea.
we spoke last week. I said eventually it's going to water itself down. As it gets passed along, it's going to get you're going to start losing
Yeah.
some of the effects of it
Right.
because it's getting watered down from one to
It's
the other.
weaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, not going too political, but going having a political stance on it. I'm not left or right. I'm more of it is what it is. I'm more of a realist, you
You're
know.
a logical person.
So-
It's all logical.
I mean, there was videos of nurses in front of the hospital saying that hydrochloric, whatever,
Yeah.
it does work.
Mhm.
But they're saying, but a lot of the left saying it doesn't work because they testing you, they telling you to go home, takes 5 to 7 days for it to come back. By the time you get it, you're too far along to take what needs to be taken to kill
Right.
or
So
to
at that point,
limit that
you gotta
virus.
let
They
it
say
run.
if you got symptoms, should take it right then and there. The hydrocodone, the zinc pad,
and quarantine right then and there.
well, yeah, no, not quarantine. You need to take the medicine too, because not in 7 days you're gonna be on a ventilator.
You're right, and what you're going to
So
visit.
if you even think you got, if you feel you got symptoms, and you go take a test and they send you home and it takes 5 days, dude, give me the phone. Give me the medicine. I'm just gonna take it. It is what
Take
it
for the
is.
5 days while you're waiting to
I'm
get
gonna be
results.
honest with you. I feel like it hit the older people the worst. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just want to
They
know.
should just
But that's saying.
segregate the, a certain threshold.
But
Well,
they
that's
sound.
what Sweden did. Sweden took all the high risk people, the
Yeah.
elderly people, all of the low immune system people, and they brought them to this one area with their healthcare workers, and everybody else there were no restrictions.
Yeah.
And herd immunity is real. Their curve went whoop and then went down and stayed down.
I mean,
because people
it's
developed
not the
their own
old folks'
natural
fault. They
immunity.
had they, you know,
Yeah,
they
see,
had
it's
immunity.
easier for like a Sweden or Italy, something like that, because we like so much bigger than. So,
Yeah.
and again, and we're more political than most countries. So, everybody has their own ideas of the way things work or the way things should go or whatever. So you can't, even if you keep doing what you're doing, eventually once you let the reins loose, it's going to explode again.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? 'Cause you're not doing 100%, you're only doing 40%. And then
Shit, by the way,
30%.
they're
You're
doing
doing
it right now,
30%.
yeah.
So that's the 700 you're still going to get.
I feel like COVID's gonna be one of the viruses we're gonna get used to living with right
No,
now.
there's a video
yeah.
of
You know
Fauci in 2017. Was it 2017 or 2016?
Fauci's the
Calm
dude that was
down,
just
yeah.
saying
Fauci's the guy that was
that
just
it
like,
will be
It was
was
virus X.
it was like a Harvard and collaborated. It's like he was speaking at Harvard and Yale or something like
Yeah,
that.
there
was
was
virus
pandemic.
X.
And saying
That's overdue.
the next presidency there is going to be a big outbreak.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, right.
The same guy that's telling you, you don't wear a mask with goggles, but he's sitting next to his friend
Oh,
in
I
the
see that.
baseball stadium, breathing all on him with no mask on.
Same
And then
thing.
when he gets called out on it, he's like, "Oh, I just needed to breathe real quick. I took it down, like
Just
making
affected me
excuses."
real
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like the John Bell Edwards.
and you know what I
Like
think?
yesterday.
Like, it's affecting the older people. You know why? Like, older people, what do they have? They have Social Security, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're running out of that, right? I mean, it's deeper than what people think. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I go so far, and then I just let the rest kind of go itself.
Yeah.
You know, killing off people. I mean, is there a purge? I don't think it's as much as a purge.
Maybe not.
Like I said, I
They
think
might
it's the
not
whole.
release something that's gonna
maybe
be.
like a strong survive kind of.
Yeah, like so previously, I think it's more about if you wait too long and not take the necessary medicines, then it's too far gone. Not too far gone, but it's too far
Yeah.
gone for you to recover properly. The way,
I think that's with any bad disease though, like
like
virus.
all these
They should
athletes.
just change Doritos to that shit, man. We'll get beat.
I'm saying all these athletes, they get tested one after the other. Football team, the whole Marlins team got tested.
Yeah.
You know, the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And you don't hear about any of these guys dying and get
No.
get ventilated sick.
No.
Because as soon as they get tested, they're getting on this medicine and
Right.
it's out of their system. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Yes,
They
some
had,
of the kids went
I
back to
heard
school.
some teachers.
Yeah, but I say some of the kids went back to school and
they
teachers
went back 2 days
positive.
into it.
Right.
They got cases already. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna shut down school for 2 weeks and then
For that, it's only
I
going
could
to go
see,
back to
hey,
school.
I could see school starting, and in 2 weeks I'm saying, look, there's a mistake. Take your kids back home.
There's gonna be
But
a
what are they
spike
gonna do?
in
Like,
cases.
oh,
Watch.
like
That's
Donald
why
Trump came out and
they
said,
signed up for
okay, if the
virtual
school's not getting the
Yeah.
Not
funding,
doing it.
the parents should get the funding.
yeah.
So where's it go? What's going on with the stimulus for people who really dude, that
They
shit's
had
still
optional
burning.
virtual learning.
No, like
For the
what's
first
going
time
on
ever.
with people
So
like
I
the
signed up
stimulus?
for
You know
that,
what I mean?
and I'm
Like
like,
they
we'll see
not
what it
really
looks like then,
they're giving
and
you the
we'll-
runaround and everything. You hear all that
Like
speculation.
Well,
the first 9
the
weeks,
stimulus-
election season will be over.
The stimulus is like a whole ordeal in itself because you got a group on the left that makes the stimulus package, then you got a group on the right that has to vote it, and they
Yeah.
two different sides of the world.
Yeah.
They're like trillions
So
apart.
they're like the left will say, listen, this is they put it on your table, and you say yeah, nay. And the right will say, listen, we're not signing off on it unless this is included. This is not
Yeah.
included.
Yeah.
It's all about trying to push their agenda.
So they're juggling.
Yeah.
They're
like-
juggling your livelihood.
So in the last
over
stimulus,
politics.
it was
They
the
can
left
control
wanted
you,
to
like,
raise,
dude.
the Congress wanted to raise. So well, they wasn't going to put it on your desk until they got a raise. And so what is the president? Not a name, but what does the president do? I'm not going to sign it because you're going to raise.
Yeah.
Here's this guy. He's not taking a salary at all.
Yeah.
But y'all want to raise? You know what I'm saying? Dude, Pelosi's got 60, 45, 50, 60 million dollars saying. 45 to 60. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's money.
You want to raise? For what?
Yeah.
For what?
What do you even
You
do?
do got so
And
much.
put it up for the people to be like, oh, you want these the race? You gonna get these things?
And then they got like $30 million for damn museum in Washington. Just like,
Right. Like we need that.
Like that $38 to be an extra $5 on everybody else's student.
Shit, what I want to know is what happened back in like March and April when Trump said hot weather's gonna burn it away. You know, it starts getting to 90.
Well, I mean, again, you can't shut down a country of this size 100%. You can, but you have to play common sense wise. Like, so you can have the guys and the girls who don't want to wear a mask.
Right.
It is. I don't wear a mask. She don't wear a mask. He don't wear a mask. Then you got the kids, or the guys, not kids, but people who don't want to wear it. So you got two groups of people who are going to say this way. So he can't tell you, even if he said, listen, 100%'s got to wear a mask. Are you going to wear a mask?
Not if I don't have to.
Well, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna wear anything in my house.
I mean, I wear it
What
when
are
I
you
go
going to
into
do?
a
Put
store.
everybody in jail?
You can't. I mean, like, you letting people
You got
out of jail because of COVID. You gonna put people
You're
in
in
jail
jail
because
because
of, like,
So I'm
you
saying,
stuck. You stuck.
even if he says 100% shut down, nobody leave their house, you gotta wear a mask. You can't go to the grocery, get your 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
You stuck in phone. If you want, that would be the only way. Then he won't be president for the next 4 years. So again, you want to say you have to use precaution. I only can tell you so much. He's a man just like you and I.
Right.
It's a new disease, so there's no one way to say yes, 90 degrees kills it or extended summer.
Just why would he say that? To like, well,
I mean, because you got people
I
speculating.
guess you gotta kind of throw something out there to like
Well,
get people out to panic and worry at a certain time.
I'm pretty sure
you
they
know?
had basic tests on it to where, they're in his lab studies, 90 degrees. But with humidity, did they play all that into effect? Did humidity
Right.
make it grow faster?
Cause like we live
I
in
mean-
Louisiana, so you know it gets hot.
Even like on a cruise ship, they said up to 3. At first, it was 4 or 5 days on a cruise ship that they found it on
surface.
inanimate projects. I mean, where it was living off that. Then they said 21 days or 19 days.
Cardboard and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
That's crazy.
longer
How it
without-
can stay
without a
on
host.
there and like that's a
So,
strong virus. Like it mutated so much that it's like it's possible to get rid of that.
That what we know of.
That one have a problem?
Sure.
Isn't that right? COVID on the
I
brownies.
don't know.
Hey,
On the brownie?
Hey,
You want another
I
brownie?
got some reason we do it.
did you spray Lysol on
Yeah, I
them?
don't know if I can.
Turn the lights off.
You use bleach in that recipe?
Yeah, you could keep it there.
So who okay for next week for the how many people y'all got signed up to do the girls cast for
Oh, there's a
next week?
couple.
I don't know, we've got a couple.
There's
yeah.
a good little handful.
Yeah,
They keep-
and I've
they
got
keep- they
one
keep
that I'm
all these
working on.
secrets.
I
I got one that I'm working on. Like she's gonna bring in
you
like
are-
like this is wrestling or something. She's bringing in like ex-girlfriend or something.
Okay.
Oh, we got one coming in next.
Calling in tonight.
You're about to learn all everything she did do.
Next week,
No,
Megan Thee
I-
Stallion comes in here.
We sit right.
Hey, look, let her come in. Look.
If I
I'm
can
just
get
sitting
Megan
right
to
here.
I'm trying to holler.
I gotta ask you
Bro.
questions though about the feet.
First topic.
I have a question about the
Yeah.
future. The
Feature.
future.
You can't ever say 10 toes.
Yeah, 8 of them.
I ain't mad at you.
I think it's gonna do
Just
good.
to
Oh,
run
yeah.
around for about 4 or 5 months, to live that lifestyle a little bit.
Yeah, get accustomed
Give
to
me
it.
keys to the lamp for a little bit. You know?
Yeah. Get in the sewer so you get the rest of the money.
Who's that?
Oh,
I think he got
Tory
he
Lane.
back in Canada. Pretty sure.
So he didn't get in trouble for it?
Yeah, he got in trouble, but like they took him back to Canada.
But they didn't put him in jail?
You know how that
Dude,
shit
that's
goes.
how she must have beat his ass.
Son,
Like,
she's
he
not
shot
here.
Wait, she
Fuck.
posted a live video on her Instagram, and she said that she did not put her hands on anyone.
But then she
I don't know.
Contradicts herself
she
in another-
said, "I did not touch anyone. I didn't put my hands." She said she was crying, saying that she's so
because she
upset.
did have a shot.
Don't do that.
She don't want
No,
to.
no.
Tears on the fish, you know what I'm
She
saying?
said, no, she was
Trust right
upset
now.
because she felt like that people are so quick to judge and so quick to take a stance and be like, "Oh, well, she must have done something to deserve it." And she
No,
started
because
crying and said, "I
today's
didn't
world,
deserve to
women
be
got
shot."
people.
I heard
That's
Tory
a-
Lane.
that's
I ain't
a-
gonna say
that's
it.
a- that's a-
But
that's a-
I ain't gonna say that.
That's a
That
topic
sounds
for a
sexist.
woman's
But
podcast.
today's
See, but I
world,
don't-
women
I
have
don't-
all the right
See, but
to.
then I feel
They
like
can put
then
their
we
hands
talk
on
about
you
women's
and still get
topics.
away
I seen a video
And then
today
it's
of somebody
like,
in the
really?
gas station punching a dude.
Yeah,
A woman
all
just
that
punching him
stuff,
and he
yeah.
didn't hit her
You
back.
did
Like,
something
but
I know,
wrong.
I
Give
was
her a
like,
jail.
no,
I
But then again,
no,
on
you
one
can't.
podcast,
Like,
you
you
might
can't have
have
a
somebody
woman
say
say
like
like
the
that.
video.
Like, at what point? And if she's really
I
struggling,
don't know,
at
like I'm
what
just
point
saying,
do
you know, girls get like.
I wish I'd agree all the time.
Oh, yo,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Oh, you
Yeah,
might
some
say,
of
oh, yeah, well, I take the woman's side, and I might say, well, I'll take the man's side, and then we're gonna be like going
Oh,
back and forth
take
of
the
that.
man's side.
That's what I'm looking for.
Well, I mean,
I
anytime.
I've never been shot, but I have
I've been physically assaulted by a man and I didn't do anything to deserve it.
Shit, I went through
Right,
my
so
briefs
you
on
can talk on
Did
that.
y'all see the video that's going on Facebook today?
Don't even look at
You
me
don't
like
know. No, not him.
She clocked with the video. She did the video.
of the gas station. Yeah,
She
like,
beat the piss out the dude. Like she
Yeah.
was knocking piss out the dude, knocking him left.
Wait,
and
what
right.
he did? Get beat up?
What do you do?
What he did.
No, he said, I'm not hitting you, you're a lady. And she was just giving it to him, bro.
If I feel like if your life is
That would've turned
dangerous as a man,
Pushing that?
then you do
Nah,
something.
he just kept
But if
saying
it's
that.
just
and she
some
was
woman
hitting
hitting
on like,
you, then
like
try to
she's been training her whole life for
Yeah.
this.
And not
Like
hitting her.
10 shots and like.
But if you're gonna be woman enough
On
to
the
hit a
down,
man,
inside the
like
store.
Man,
full
yeah.
force,
Beat the
like
hell out
full
of a man.
force,
Oh,
and
yeah.
mean it, then expect to get hit.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
If a man,
Clarissa.
if I was to come hit you, if I was to come hit you like full force and be like mean it, like I'm gonna really knock you out.
Yeah.
Right.
And I will
Look, she looked at Coda right when she said
Yeah,
that.
so I ain't gonna call 911.
She looked at Coda when she said, I will knock your ass out.
See, I got bad ass little sister, so I tell her, I say, first time you ever hit me, my little sister come whoop your ass. Like, you know, off top, Candy's coming to whoop your ass. And
I mean, if you're gonna like go
I
full
look
force
like
and
my
try
sister.
to
I'll
really
put a
whip
wig
the
on.
hell out of a man,
Yeah.
I mean, if I deserve to
You're
get
not
hit,
trying
like,
to
say I
restrain
did
her. You
something
can't
I
restrain
deserved,
her.
I
You
just
can't
find
even
out-
hit her.
Yeah,
I
say
just
send
put
it
my
fellas.
But you're not
I was
gonna-
just mad, you know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna shoot a woman for beating the hell out of
No,
her.
I mean
But
if you
if-
shoot somebody,
You
you
might
might
try to
trash
restrain her,
out,
might
you know,
hurt her in the
trash out,
process.
yeah.
If you don't play, you might shoot my ass.
Like if she,
That must
like
have
you
been
not
her.
like you never know. You might get a video come out. She might be on top of boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, you feel
Oh,
bad
oh,
later
oh,
on.
Like,
If that's the case,
I don't know. I
maybe.
just feel I don't know.
I don't know.
When it comes
I
out,
wasn't
Like
there.
that video will come
I
out
wasn't
though.
there.
she should.
We gonna see her big ass children.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in the mix until they in the mix, and then nobody
Right.
wants to have nothing to do with it.
Everybody wants to play victim.
so
Yeah,
you
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't do
He boy went
anything.
back to Canada. Fuck this place.
I think what going back to like say sports whatever. So you opt out of your state stadium, right? So this week, like the Raiders come out and said they're going empty stadiums.
Wow.
My big take on that, dude, has always been, dude, if you put me like the Broncos, the players itself and all the staff, there's this like a metal detector thing. You walk through and sprays disinfectant on.
Oh God.
Wait, what? Bitch, don't spray me with some virus.
It's an actual like a metal detector machine, like, and you walk through and it's.
It's not trying to get you right now. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's a vaccine.
yeah, it's like, they're trying to
That's
get
what
you now.
I'm like. If you put that at the gates for Saints games or
Yeah.
whatever, any kind of game, put me through that, and like I would wear a mask, obviously for that. You know what I'm
I'm wearing
saying?
an hazmat.
How are you supposed
So-
to scream up there down wearing a mask?
Was it no?
No,
That's
I'm
my
talking
question.
Saints.
Well, is this vaccine gonna be required for kids to go back to school?
Not die?
Scream
I
quietly.
said, when we played the
Well, we're
Panthers
gonna, like,
in the
clap
playoffs,
like this.
we
You're gonna have to have it.
right?
It comes out.
And we didn't have masks then because we had no corona.
They
But
can't
I,
make you do
like,
that.
it was fourth down in inches, and Manny and I stood up, was screaming our heads off,
So
and I screamed so loud, like I got dizzy. I had to sit. I felt like I was gonna fall.
Dude, I was
And I'm
telling them to
thinking,
shut up.
how
The whole
would that
stadium
one
was
wear
going
a
to that.
mask?
Are you up there?
Like-
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
If I was wearing a mask, I think I would have died.
What
Yeah, you're
now?
a mask
Like I
out.
said, my mom gave me
I
masks.
didn't
today.
make you wear mask even when you're sitting in a chair.
What's that? At the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You gotta wear
Can I see it too?
as of right now, there's no body in the stadiums. Like
Okay.
as of right now.
They got the little face.
But there's teams that say absolutely no team. Like we're not.
But like,
But there's some teams who haven't put out there.
but you notice they're not hitting you up on email being like, hey, do y'all want your money back? Like they kind of.
There's some one that.
Nah, it's free money. I'm
They
gonna call
sent
you
me
back
an
and give you
email
money
saying
back.
to
Fuck
expect
no. If you're an extra for it, give it
correspondence
to you.
about what to do.
No, expect you better give me my money and I'll see you next year.
Yeah, see,
Like,
I got 7 tickets all together. So like me and Pat got 3, I got 2, and I got 2 with another guy.
yeah.
So like Pat's like, give me my money back. I'm like, Pat, if they have to allow 20,000 people to get pulled or whatever,
Yeah.
dude, that ticket's gonna be worth so much more money.
Oh yeah, I'm saying, I'm trying to be getting that.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
need some tickets. Nah.
With all the teams that are coming into the Superdome, and then you're limited to 20,000. Like, for instance, like 2 years ago when Tom Brady played the Patriots, I sold my $50 tickets for $350.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's what
you got your games.
That's for 69,000 people.
We make our money back.
Imagine if you cut that
Yeah.
into third and only allow 20,000 people. The elite of the elite is going to want to go to these games.
Exactly.
People
Now
who's
it's
got
Like, how much tickets going for right now?
basic supply and
I
demand or
get
something like that.
it was 3 tickets for what, like 2,000,
It's
2,000.
just over 2,000, like
For the whole
2,100
season.
For the whole season?
Yeah, for 3
for 3
tickets.
tickets.
So I paid $500, $500 piece. for 5 of them, and then 1 to 2 of them is 11.
It's worth. I mean, you can make your money back like
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
right away.
yeah, like
They got
Wonder
two
what
pounds
Super
line
Bowl
up
tickets
right now,
are.
you know?
Like you'll probably they probably have a lot of people tickets. I know a lot of people that
Huh?
talking about it.
gave
No,
up
I'm
their tickets
talking
just
about,
because of
because I mean, I don't
the
do
political
business
shit.
this year. I'm always business.
What's that?
so-
Oh, it's
Super Bowl this
oh,
year?
yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, so be expensive.
I go to LSU games.
Like
See,
more
I-
this year and last year.
Yeah.
It's two different crowds, it's two different people.
You see them guys on Facebook?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
younger.
The ones- the three old
I mean,
people who went to
you got
Super Bowl
LSU fans
every
who
year that
really
they came
don't,
out.
or they really,
Yeah,
really
no,
don't.
uh-huh.
And
How they beat that shit.
Yeah.
It's more money in it as far as,
That's a hell of
It's a
a
money
shit
shot.
every year.
you get what I'm saying, Saints is more passionate.
More professional.
For real, I'm going one
You know what I'm
vacation.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, 2006,
We're gonna be up in the game, eliminated.
Halftime show.
What's up, Brad Sugar?
Trying to show his muscles off on camera.
2006 went to the playoffs, played the Eagles.
This man does not put
Don't
a
play
shirt
a game.
on.
Ever.
That's like my little brother.
We,
Every time I
we-
see him,
since
he's-
2002, we had the same fucking spot, same fucking line. Every
One
game,
line he's always
2006,
7.
2006, 7.
69 degrees, you got the fan on, and you got no shirt.
We got that 6 o'clock that morning, the game was 7 o'clock at night, playoff game. The parking lot attendant said the whole parking lot sold out. I'm like, what do you mean sold out? She's like, I know y'all here every game, that's y'all spot, but somebody paid out the whole box. So we had to go find our own spot. We came back to our spot because across the street is another parking lot. And then Allegro was right there, right across the street. So we get there, there was all these RVs, $150,000 RVs, probably 5 or 6 of them, dude.
Hey,
They
y'all want
got
a
a
chip?
parking lot, chained off,
Y'all want a
LSU
chip?
flags flying, old man out there in the purple and gold shirts and his khaki shorts and his flip flops. And, you know, watching LSU games on TV,
Oh, don't do it, dude.
you know, and it's chanting LSU
It ain't
games.
hot.
Yeah, the Saints.
Come on, try.
You know what I'm saying? Even when, in the bad days in 2000, like if the Saints lost,
It ain't
the
that
people leaving the game in the corridors
You take the rest
are
of
chanting LSU. We didn't get anything.
You need to sign this waiver first.
You can't chant that.
Yeah.
I don't think I was gonna eat them up. I ain't eating them up.
Back in 2000,
Yeah.
it's two different crowds. You know what I'm saying? So
There you
once
go.
you start
That's
long
called
way,
grill man.
right,
Oh, grill man.
Straight from the mouth.
From the mountains.
The melted pot kills its first
I'll
kid.
go to a game and I'm going to Jackson.
It's just his first time.
I
Yeah.
I
did
think it was good too. I like
Well, I did go to LSU Georgia game last year. Couldn't
Don't eat my brownie?
had a deal on tickets.
Yeah, mom.
No, that's
So-
not.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's
You
not.
just play me out my brownies.
She just put it out.
That's the only
And
thing.
give you that, I will eat you for that, Tone.
Oh, I know.
Straight on the
It
feet.
was one of Vegas. One of Vegas.
That's
One of Vegas in a couple weeks. I was ready to book the planes.
You got work tomorrow?
I got to see Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah, the game, I'm in like a group with super fans. So like
It's okay, babe.
one of my real good friends, the guy without tattoos, the Saint signatures.
Yeah.
You ever heard of him? He's got
I need a
74
drink.
Saints
My mouth's on
tattooed
fire.
signatures on.
Shout out Signature Saints, man.
Signatures.
Yeah, I have
He-
him on Facebook.
Talking about shooting yourself in the foot. This motherfucker shot himself in the foot.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like a week and a half ago.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Right through his foot, dude.
Oh
Man.
my
What's he
gosh.
gonna clean his gun?
He said it was on the thing, he on a shelf and pulled the key off and the gun came and just.
Hey, that's why you don't keep one in the chamber. Like it takes nothing. It takes nothing to go.
Boom.
Not like you keep
I
one in
got
the
a lot of
chamber
people
that
that
get
disagree
your
with
kids
that.
on.
I got a lot of people
Yeah,
that
it does take a second. Like I train with gun for work, so like I know how to be able to like that little half a second is not going to cause any hesitation.
Yeah.
What I gotta do, but like if you have one in the chamber, that's your kids can get to it. It's not easy for kids to grab a gun and actually cock it back because it's a lot. You know, it takes strength to do it. So if they don't know how to do it, then it's harder for them to really shoot it. So I think it's more valuable to take that little extra second and cock it than leave it already ready
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just shoot. You know what I mean? Even at work, because at work we've had instances where people sit down and get called on something. Like it really goes off. They clean it up, they put it down. You never know. Like dude, the triggers are real sensitive. So yeah, like but a lot of people keep one. A lot of people look at me weird, like man, you don't keep one in the chamber. You're not ready to kill. I'm like, well, I'm ready to do what I gotta do and not freak out and just take out and start shooting toes and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But you got like a friend of mine, brother-in-law. He's one of them security guard guys that's so diehard wants to be a cop. He was like, due to
top of the world.
yeah, to the 10th degree, dude. It's like fuck. Then he He's the biggest liar. I mean, I'm gonna call him, but he's the biggest liar. Dude, he's like,
Scratch that from the record.
nah, he's a big fuck dude. He's like one of the one uppers who tell you the story. He's like, you know, he'll tell you 1,000 times stories. This dude is, I mean, he was at all these parish jail for like a month or two. And then he wound up quitting or what because he had arthritis in his hands or some shit.
But
No
trigger finger.
Because he had to have a job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's married with 3 kids, you get what I'm saying? But he'll go
We started to narrow him down right now.
he'll
Narrow him down right
go
now.
sit at Barcadia and a little
In the front?
Barcadia and a little
The little area.
club next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I work for the guy, yeah, I'm security guard, this and that.
I know the guy. I know him personally.
The guy I'm talking about?
No, not your guy.
You probably know, he's probably, he's probably the
I
guy.
ate like 4 chips and I just
And you see it, dude.
Hey,
It's
bad, huh? I see it in your face. Get the man.
Come on, man.
Get some water, dude.
Yeah,
Get some
man.
water.
Take a stinger.
He's
Take a stinger, dude. I'll pay for it. There you go. You
Wait,
can
that's
take
it.
it.
Free. He's tripping you.
I get most of my stuff for free.
Right.
Oh, alright. Well, somebody pay me for it.
Man, he
They deserve that.
He just outmanned me.
Hey, at least he was a man that came there and
Yeah,
pushed out,
to
though.
16.
I just been quiet. Oh, man, it's hot.
front
I
and
can't let
back.
him know that, though.
So, I heard there was some breaking news today, man.
Yeah, explosions?
The new talk coming, man. Got a talk coming?
Yeah, he was talking about that earlier, the Moss Fest.
Oh, yeah. I think he has something to do with that. Oh, so I thought he had something to do with it. I don't know.
Nah.
I'm thinking.
You know, but yeah, when we were talking before that, like, I think like when it all starts kicking off again, like, I think we had a place where we could do our own little fest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I got the place locked up.
Yeah.
It's 2 baseball fields, free range. We're gonna do 1 adult field, adult music, beer.
Wait, this place? Which one?
Down here, we're gonna have it down here. The plan was to do it, you know, first week of August, last week of July, and kind of do like a back school jam. And the other field, we're gonna do like a makeshift paintball setup where kids can Nerf wars or whatever. Not paintball.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that hurts.
Yeah, but they have tables and tires and barrels, you know.
Yeah,
and
like
then
obstacle
7
course, yeah.
Nerf wars,
Yeah.
and then have inflatables, and then
I'd play that.
we would have,
Me too. Like, no,
and then have a stage for the kids to actually
no
perform on,
frequency.
and give them a little, make sure to let them play music and you know, kind of, and then do a mentorship program, big sister, little, you know, big brother program to where, O picks up a 8-10-year-old to mentor, Cody picks up a kid to mentor, and brings them in and gives them the in and outs. So they have, I talked to Mr. Mina and Kango. They'd say they do the same thing. They would help mentor these guys, and then
Yeah, go back to the community.
Yeah, right.
yeah, just
That's
kind
what
of
it's
give
all
them,
about, dude. That's
you know,
what
the
it's
ends,
all
you know,
about.
and I'm pretty sure if Mina, what you said he'd come, sit at the table and host podcast, give it Oscar and Cody, and he'll bring him into his circle and let him perform at his in the city, you know, because you know I used to run Kilo way back in like 99, 2000. Kilo would bring me in to like all the city clubs, you know, because you know he could clear that hey, don't mess with Pork Chop or don't mess with these 4 white people that were with. There's only 4 white people in there. So and so I would like to get these guys into the atmosphere and get, you know, break that ice and try to get in there because, you know, they can get into the breakfast Mosalis place that they always playing.
Yeah,
Club Trevay.
yeah, like the like open mic, like
Not just open mic, just you know, and Cess 45. Get
Right.
you know, he's at the number 5 records getting there, and they doing House of Blues shows.
You know what Fire Records, huh? Yeah.
Cess 45, he's still. I mean, Cess. He's come pretty much a long way in the last since I first met him in '99.
yeah.
But he's running with the young cats as far as musicians and you know, running shows at the House of Blues, and it's just the money that they getting for them shows. They get like $100 ticket, you know, just to see the upcoming artists and whatnot. And, you know,
I paid those prices before.
so eventually we're working that, you know, my ties to try to get it that way. Like I said, we got Frenchmen on lock. Once we get this outdoor fest and see if we can get it to do something, and you see these local festivals we got down here, they're not employing, they're not even reaching out to any local musicians as far as, rappers or even legends like PNC.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen PNC set? They actually have a 5-piece band,
Yeah.
second line band. Dude, and that set is when I say it's classic as far as it's tasteful,
Art. Yeah.
art, it's a whole. And when I say the vibe is different, dude, the whole vibe. French Quarter Fest they play every year.
Yeah.
I think it calls its own. I think it's pieces like the Rebirth Bass Band, or what's one of them that they team up with that does all this stuff.
That's awesome.
So I want to get that down here. Just trying to get some different stuff down here.
Yeah.
And try to break that St. Bernard doesn't support that type of music.
Right.
They really don't.
Right.
Because you can't support it if you don't bring it to
Right,
life.
like we have to have the platform to put it on, to support it. Right.
You can get down like even to the Crawfish Fest, to the Oyster Fest.
That's perfect, dude.
I mean, they have a lot of music. It's like we could.
I'm saying
Not
like
just
Crawfish
music.
Fest and Oyster Fest. I'm like, listen,
Not
you got a
just-
band from this time to this time. You got a 30-minute interview where you have a DJ play.
Right.
Let these guys come on and perform.
Yeah.
If people want to listen to it, they can. If not, they can turn around and
Exactly.
go.
And we bring in a whole different type of positive, grown, message rap.
Yes.
Yes.
Some people really enjoy,
Yes.
like thought out. The sets are good. Like it's entertainment. It's
Right.
not just.
I mean,
get on
eventually,
stage and-
we have to say like
Right.
break the mold. I
It's-
mean, because as people say Saint Bernard, they have a certain aura, umbrella over our head.
Right.
And we have to give, just not the whole run-of-the-mill cover bands
Right.
opportunities that aren't really trying to go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just
They-
they satisfied with
Yes.
just, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And you
but
got
like,
you got guys out here that not killing themselves, but killing themselves,
right.
putting tons of money, putting tons of time, putting tons of
Yeah.
effort.
And then once they reach
Yeah.
that point, they're going to bring all that important back into
And
the
again, how do you know not the last couple shows that we had, we show that people are supporting
Right.
the movement that we bring. So if we can get 250 people in the club, I mean, it's not much more to put that in, a couple 100, 200 more in front of the stage
Right.
in the
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
then that's revenue coming into St. Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely.
And then-
Especially when you book a show, like
And then you're doing it for kids too, like
Right,
it's
and
more, and
yeah,
then
look at that
and the
instead of-
profits are going to charity.
I'm just saying,
Doing-
straight up get on the Crawfish Fest, put y'all on the line. Just,
Right.
Definitely.
Where's that opportunity at? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Unfortunately, what happens is people are so quick to stereotype. They hear rap, hip hop, and their mind
Violence,
goes
they
to
think.
ghetto.
Yup.
Oh, rap ghetto. Rap ghetto.
Well,
And
ghetto,
I'll
no,
point
it's
out,
not.
we've
To me,
had about
ghetto is not,
15 shows with
Well,
zero
they think
incidents.
thug, and they
Yeah.
think, oh,
Even
like,
that, that's
and
not-
it's like, wait a minute.
Thug,
These people are, it's an art. It is an art. It's poetry put along to music.
Yeah,
Like,
if you think it's
literally.
easy, you do it, right?
So-
Like,
My thing is,
Come on.
if you're gonna give a 30-second intermission between bands setting up and set up, these guys only need 2 or 3 guys. They don't need all this 5-piece band. They just want you to stage,
Exactly.
get them that 30-minute intermission while people are just
Right.
So what kind of music they play?
And then
But that's not
some
the
of these
time.
bands might hear and be like, man, like I like that. Let's team up. Like let's work
Yeah.
together. Then the bands can
Listen,
reach
that's-
more than what they can reach. Look, I mean,
that was my whole thing with bringing Jay in. So I see coders reaching out and getting on it, so they get a conversation. And even not everything's gonna work out. Some people are just thick-headed to where they go out. I don't need that, or you're not on my level type shit.
Yeah.
And that's where you need to finagle. Like I said, people, even if it's not your way of doing music,
What's that?
but
Video man touchdown tomorrow and down here to Sunday.
it's being versatile. You know what I'm saying?
My cousin that you want to do?
Yeah.
Like man, look, I'm touching now. We need to shoot soon as I touch down.
Oh, yeah.
So we gonna drive in, we gonna smoke, we gonna listen to some shit. Like I said, then one of y'all gonna lock in with him. I'll set y'all up.
That's your
Every,
boy from,
every show
My
we've
cousin
had.
Sadiq, yeah.
I can't tell you how many
Let me
people
win,
either
King.
text me
Yeah,
or call me or
yeah,
message me on
You
Facebook.
live in that
What's the crowd
Atlanta,
like?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the crowd
Coming
like?
out to Sunday,
And I'm
you can't
like,
just call me
what do you think this is?
Well, I mean,
Like, there's not gonna be fights.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's not how we roll.
gotta say-
Like,
yeah,
this is,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You wanna have a good time? Come on. You wanna stay and go do what you wanna, go do it. You don't have to come, we don't need you.
Yeah, see that? I mean, there were shows that people were fighting, and so again, it's
Not ours.
when you start. The problem is when you start putting money at the door, then your people who are just bad just to get drunk and cause trouble aren't willing to pay that money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if you just the minimum $5-10.
Yeah.
You cut out a lot of you know problems.
Yeah.
Then you got some that like somebody at one of the other shows that they had beef and he went there knowing that the person was there and went there to cause a scene. You get what I'm saying? So the problem is whoever show was let it go too far.
Right. Yeah. You got
Instead of stepping in and say, look, I
you
got
already
fuck.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you know what's going on
You
around
come
you.
here, shoot the fuck out of here. Not I got 7
Yeah, we don't have time for all that.
We're gonna get shot.
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah.
So that's the unity that's gonna have to take.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what I stress.
And that's what we have about like the core group that we got. Like if we know there's something going on, we're gonna de-escalate. We
Yeah.
got those instigators that be like, hey, let's see how far this goes. Let's
Even
let them get this. Do it.
Yeah, push
Yeah,
the
when I
shit.
brought the chopper, like
Do it.
when I brought the chopper in, they were like, dude, it's not gonna work, dude. It's not gonna work. They're gonna have fights this and fights that. And I'm like, look, I mean, once you dip it in the butt, they're like, oh, you better get the cops in to come and do it. For what? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They were there.
I mean, if everybody,
Yeah, they were there. They
you know
were
what I
there.
mean?
They were there. They had a great time too.
So, and it is what it is. So we're gonna keep continuing that and
Cops at the Wayne Fest.
keep pushing the good vibes out. You know, just try to not take one because they got issues going out there. So not taking one side or the other side. You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it down the middle. You know, and everybody's gonna support everybody. Everybody's got their own agenda, mindset, where they want to go with. Some people are just being satisfied where they're at, you know? And that's the people that you kind of have to start distance, like, I need to get, you know what I'm saying? Because some people just hold you back on the strength of, you know, I don't want to see this man do good.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So we always have folks.
That's everywhere.
And shout out Jessica Claude's wife. She's gonna be on the. We were
My
talking
girl.
about that bad idea we had.
My secret weapon.
They won't even tell me who's coming. They won't tell me the topic.
I
They
was
said
gonna tell you who was coming, but
They
you
said
cut me off.
we got a weapon coming. Like they bringing in 3 of your ex girlfriends. They
I'm
said
bringing the war
like
paint.
war paint. Like
They doing a lot.
yeah, they doing a lot.
They scheme in the
Glenn
DM.
comes up to me.
right
Glenn comes up to me at the gym.
Shout out
What
to
y'all
you.
doing? Like, I was at Clyde's house.
She
Yeah,
ready.
see, I made it.
You want to
She
know?
ready?
I'm bringing a water soon.
So, like, I talk freely. Like, wife, no wife, girlfriend, no girlfriend. If you don't want to hear what my realist, don't listen to it.
Right.
Straight up, because I'm not gonna scream what I say, what I don't say. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. You know, even on the last podcast, I tell you straight up. If I hooked up with a chick one night, I did it. It is what it is. I mean, we all been through the ring. You get what I'm saying? Besides these two over here, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I've lived a lifetime for quite a few people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all are young.
Man, I'm an angel, man.
Put that email on me. My mama watching, man.
Now, what happens when I'm with you is one story. What happened before you can't get mad at it. So you ain't gotta talk about it, but don't listen. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Because once you start censoring yourself, then it
Anybody reach out to his girlfriend?
Just get on the hotline.
Yeah, because come Friday, he's gonna be, hey,
I
this
sure
shit gotta stop.
and just like another pointer, because like been in the podcast a long time. Like when y'all come up with a topic, do not discuss it. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, you want the live reaction, your reaction to her reaction on camera. But once you start throwing scenarios, you start elaborating on a story or why you want to do this topic, you take all the surprises out. You get what I'm saying? It comes from the program.
Yeah,
So
that's probably
Yeah.
This is unscripted over here.
That's
Well,
pretty much
the way we're doing the women's topics, we're gonna do one weekly, and then we're having our women's podcast next week. But as far as our regular podcast, the Melting Pot, we'll do a women's topic
Do
weekly.
we have a day?
I have I forgot. I don't have a very big
Who
brain apparently.
said that?
Not very much memory capacity.
Not to cut you off, so I got two really good mics. Mike's name like two short mics. So
Okay.
we had another podcast, but I bought them and we're not doing it anymore. But if you get yourself a mixer like that, that's all you need.
Yeah.
I'll bring them. You can have the mics here, the mic stands, they just like this. You have two, because are these staying here permanently? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Pat-
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought Pat was bringing it back and forth. So
No, he said
that was the
He said
problem.
that was
'cause
too
that-
much.
Yeah, it
That was
is.
too
That's what I'm
much.
saying. So
Yeah.
and then again, and you're reliable for what's here. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm saying?
Pat.
So like I said, I can bring you two mics, two
Right,
stands. You get
actually.
something. It don't have to be that. There's one with two mics,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
$50, $40.
You know, y'all.
Oh,
yeah.
man, it's gotta
Yeah.
be this. We got the clap. We got laughing.
You just said we got the clap. I'm sorry.
We got
Hey, as long as we don't have the corona.
But yeah, right. You gotta remember about these. They're just
Throw
like
these
you.
some-
So y'all.
But no, the way we're
Any
doing the
questions?
women's thing, I'm gonna have the list available for anyone to see. The list of the women's topics that we're gonna pick from, or we might not. It might be a topic that's not on the list. We don't know.
Vote on 'em.
But you'll be able to see what the topics are. The ladies will decide amongst ourselves what the topic of the week will be, and then we bring it up live.
Yeah.
We're not gonna discuss the topic, but we'll decide on the
The
topic.
problem is, well, that's a good idea. The problem is if you're doing interactive, which we could or should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
is having somebody strictly reading comments live. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meaningful comments that are.
Yeah, I'll
Pretty
do it 'cause I
interesting.
need to be right by the
So-
Wi-Fi switch.
And so, so some people will, or one person will bring up a topic, and you can't. Well, it might be an interesting topic that you might have not thought of. So you might just want to. That's surprising.
Yeah.
You want to keep that. That's why like I said, we should have one person read comments. Somebody might.
I was reading comments to my phone.
Yeah, somebody might throw out a point, and,
It's on the charger.
and people love interactive.
Yeah.
You know?
We're getting it set up to take calls. We can do it, but we're working on phone number.
Yeah, I don't want to give up my phone number.
Again,
I don't know these people.
again, you gotta be. It's hard because you have a person like you listen to radio stations. Somebody calls in, it just doesn't make fucking sense at all.
Yeah,
They just
exactly.
fucking ramble on about any stuttering a lot. You
Yeah.
understand? So you would have maybe 3 pre-screen calls, like call in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody you know.
With questions already ready.
Yeah,
like an
you know,
idea of what
Yeah, somebody
not
who
just be
can
like,
hold a conversation.
oh.
Yeah.
You might have a lot of uhs and does.
Yeah.
Oh, got a lot of them.
You know, guys like Pat Riley be like, you know, one time.
That one time at band camp.
That's all. Yeah. Pat's on stage, like when he does the whole show. Like every other word's like one time, one time. You love one time. One time.
Pat, I need him to defend himself right now. Where you at, Pat?
Fuck Pat Riley.
He said you about to get this 2 times. Yeah, we had an hour and a half that puts us at an end. But yeah, tune in next week. We're gonna have one on Tuesday. With full cast. Chad, Mikhail's gonna be here too. Then we got the girls episode next week. We got a lot of stuff going on.
What day is
Glad
that?
I didn't get a word in.
What?
The ladies podcast. What is that?
Yeah, wait, no, we
Is that-
Just.
What day was that?
Talking that, I seen that little video
it's
earlier with your
next
son,
week.
bro. Pretty
Do
tight.
you remember what
What?
day?
That little throwback with
Next
your son.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
because
the
I'm
first
working on the
video,
people
first
who are
song,
coming
first
and they're
video.
asking me, and I'm like,
No, you set that up. You set that up.
okay.
Oh yeah, I'm getting him
Got
on
it.
the feature. like,
I got
he's
listen,
like,
I got him.
I'm saying we can
I
get
got
him
him.
and have y'all ghostwrite him and let them get on it and just do a real simple basic thing.
That's all I did.
And they take that shit
That
off
song in
and
5 minutes.
and show it to all their friends. Da 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 da.
right, dude, like,
That's what my son did. He got his little one. I'm talking about he had his views on Facebook.
Right, yeah.
Put on
Something
things
you can be
promoting
like,
on
you know how proud you can be
on
of that?
NBA 2K. He promoted on NBA 2K. And
I remember I
fucking
back,
That's awesome. Dude.
back in what was it 2001, 2002? We'd have shows at the Lobby in Arabic, right off of Center Street, dude.
I remember this.
And we would like, they was like kids, like the kid come in and just do rap and not come in and drink, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
Come in and just, it was so different back then.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know,
Good
so we
ideas.
like, but he would come in and he was battling, who was it? Might have been Pookie Doo or one, he was battling somebody on stage. And this dude, he's probably 11, 12 years old. Before the dude in the battle could say his verse,
Yeah.
he was already spitting the verse for her.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, dude, they were just freestyling. And he was just finishing each of his hook, you know, we was punchlines or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like he
Yeah.
knew what was coming. He already had it rhymed in his set.
Wow.
He was calling, each one had a mic. And he was just calling it out as he was spitting it out. And it was just like, to me, that was
that's
like,
when you punch
Ooh,
that's
that's-
okay for that. You come in here showing me up.
This when you get shot in the foot.
Right.
that's one thing. A lot of music aspect to it is it's a whole
Yeah.
different,
Uh-huh.
you know, aspect for me, man. I love it. So Pat Riley didn't show up, huh?
No, you saw it. You heard about that one line bit. All right, y'all. tune in next week, Tuesday, and then we'll let y'all know when the girl podcast is. Hopefully, we'll get that shit canceled. So.
Not a chance.
Facts,
Not
bro.
like
Facts,
Not a
bro.
chance. We lock, loaded, and ready.
We protesting that shit.
My neighbor's gonna call the cops and we gotta ban the guys outside. Piss off.
I think they had something to do with baby.
I'm saying, like back growing up, so I grew up in Villa Square, but my grandfather lived on Bala Canal. So like every weekend, every other weekend, like he would have a little 3-piece band in the backyard, and it played old, Bayou music shit, dude. But we would have 75, 80 people back there every weekend, grandpa's house. Listen to the 3-piece band.